It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Coming out with it, it's Stockton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? But it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. It in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down. Physicality runs football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got him this time. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air, and they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
This is a design run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On the move, it's Gibson. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. Bringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Washington. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Makes it past the marker. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, that's completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Running back searching for a hole. Flying out to the left. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll run it from the gun. Can't get it to the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. A strike downfield. Kearney on the Jets. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in. Because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And they can punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Steps away. Fires into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So they've gotten it down to the 1. Couldn't get it in through the air last time, and now it's third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
The offense didn't even glance to the sideline. They'll stay up. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense comes through, and they needed to. They need to chip into this lead because being down a couple possessions, they needed to score a touchdown right there. Palmer, he comes through, he delivers, more work to be done.
You just got to have it right now for the offense. You're celebrating that touchdown. That was a huge play and a critical fourth down. But you're right, there's still work to be done. You've got to get back on the sideline. You've got to rally the guys and have a plan for the next time you come on the field to try and win this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There wasn't much much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop the run here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. He unleashes a long one. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin? Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Noles want to crank the tempo. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Rushes on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete on the right side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets will... Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Let's go. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Field goal is good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing. There he goes! Just keeps moving. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense will try a strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Immediately fires to the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The give to the big fullback. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, though.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel. quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Run in the red zone, it's Gibson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The give to the back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air, it's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's back.
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here we go, sack. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Keeps it going. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Punch it out of the air.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets rid of it. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you...
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll do it himself. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Smashes through the tackle. Turns it on in midfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not much room. They pick up a 2 down to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to pass. It's Washington. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because
looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job to get the first down. Nice scramble by his QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got...
Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Van Buren. Flushed out of the pocket. Picked off to stop the threat. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Barry Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
A country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Reads it, fires complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. That's reeled in. It's Barry Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
On his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got an open man. Touchdown Seminoles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but After that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.